The year was 1872, a time when the seas were both a highway for commerce and a realm of mystery. The vast Atlantic stretched out under a clear sky, its calm surface belying the secrets it held beneath. Aboard the DEI Gracia, Captain Morehouse scanned the horizon, his seasoned eyes ever watchful for signs of other vessels. Something caught his eye. A ship, adrift and directionless, its sails flapping listlessly in the wind. It was the Mary Celeste, a ship that seemed to be sailing erratically toward the Strait of Gibraltar, as if guided by an unseen hand. Morehouse knew the Mary Celeste well. He had dined with her captain, Benjamin Briggs, just days before in New York, sharing stories and laughter. Now the ship seemed eerily deserted, a ghostly silence hanging over her decks. Morehouse ordered his first mate, Oliver Devoe, to investigate the mysterious vessel. Devoe boarded the Mary Celeste, his heart pounding with a mix of curiosity and dread. He found the ship undisturbed. Provisions were plentiful, as if the crew had simply vanished in the middle of their meal. The cargo of industrial alcohol was untouched, the barrels securely fastened in the hold. Personal belongings lay scattered about, as if frozen in time, adding to the eerie atmosphere. But the lifeboat was missing, suggesting a hurried departure. The crew was gone, vanished without a trace, leaving behind a ship in perfect condition. The Mary Celeste presented a chilling enigma, her name now synonymous with maritime mystery. A perfectly seaworthy vessel, abandoned in the middle of the ocean, her fate sealed in the annals of nautical lore. What had happened to her crew? Where had they gone? These questions would haunt sailors and historians alike. The mystery of the Mary Celeste had begun, destined to haunt maritime history for centuries to come. A ghostly tale that would be told and retold, each telling adding to the legend. The Mary Celeste was a brigantine, sturdy and well-maintained. She was built to withstand the harshest of seas, a testament to the craftsmanship of her time. She had set sail from New York Harbor on November 7, 1872, bound for Genoa, Italy. The journey was expected to be routine, a well-charted course across the Atlantic. Captain Briggs, a seasoned mariner with years of experience, his wife Sarah, their young daughter Sophia, and a crew of 7 men were on board. They were a close-knit group, ready to face the challenges of the open sea together. Now, the ship drifted aimlessly, a ghost ship whispering tales of an unknown fate. The once lively vessel was now shrouded in an eerie silence, its sails flapping listlessly in the wind. The scene on board was both perplexing and unsettling. The decks were deserted, and there was an uncanny stillness that seemed to hang in the air. The ship's logbook, found in the captain's cabin, offered no clues. It was meticulously kept, detailing their journey up until the day they vanished. The last entry, dated 10 days earlier, simply recorded their position. There were no signs of distress or any indication of what was to come. The galley was stocked with food and water, enough to last for months. It was clear that they had not been in any immediate danger of running out of supplies. The crew's quarters were undisturbed. Bunks were neatly made, personal belongings were in place, and there were no signs of a struggle. Clothing hung loosely on hooks, swaying gently with the motion of the ship. It was as if the crew had simply vanished into thin air. Books lay open on tables, pages fluttering in the breeze. They were left as if someone had been reading them just moments before. It was as if life had simply stopped mid-sentence. The ship was a snapshot of a moment frozen in time, an eerie tableau of abandonment. The only signs of anything amiss were a missing lifeboat, a dislodged rope dangling from the side, and a cut on the bow, but no significant damage. These clues only deepened the mystery, offering no clear answers. The Mary Celeste stood as a silent witness to some unknown event. She floated in calm waters, a ghostly presence on the open sea. What could have compelled Captain Briggs and his crew to abandon a perfectly sound ship? Theories ranged from piracy to mutiny, but none could explain the complete disappearance of everyone on board. The mystery deepened with every unanswered question. Each clue seemed to lead to more questions, and the fate of the Mary Celeste and her crew remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time. The North Atlantic in December can be a treacherous mistress. Could a sudden and catastrophic natural disaster have befallen the Mary Celeste? The ocean is known to unleash its fury without warning. Imagine a monstrous rogue wave towering over the ship, crashing down on the deck with the force of 1,000 cannons. Or perhaps a waterspout, a swirling vortex of wind and water, descended upon the Mary Celeste, tossing it about like a toy boat. Such an event could explain the missing lifeboat, ripped from its davits by the sheer force of nature. It could also explain the cut on the bow, a testament to the ocean's unbridled power. The crew, fearing for their lives, might have scrambled into the lifeboat only to be lost at sea. However, the ship itself remained remarkably intact. A storm violent enough to carry off a lifeboat and its occupants would surely have caused more damage. The natural disaster theory, while compelling, lacked the necessary evidence to be conclusive. The absence of a logical explanation inevitably leads to darker possibilities. When faced with the unknown, the human mind often drifts towards the sinister, seeking answers in the shadows. Could the disappearance of the Mary Celeste's crew be the result of something more sinister? The eerie silence of the empty ship seemed to whisper secrets of a dark past. Whispers of foul play began to circulate, casting a long shadow over the mystery. Was it mutiny? The idea of the crew turning against their captain and his family was a chilling thought that gripped the public imagination. Perhaps the crew, driven by greed or desperation, turned on their captain and his family. A struggle ensues, the tension palpable as loyalties are tested and bonds are broken. Captain Briggs and his family are murdered, their bodies thrown overboard, the cold, dark waters of the Atlantic becoming their final resting place. The mutineers then escape in the lifeboat, hoping to start new lives under assumed identities, the vast ocean offering them a chance to disappear without a trace. Or could it be insurance fraud? The possibility that the entire event was orchestrated for financial gain cannot be dismissed. Did Captain Briggs, burdened by debt or driven by some unknown motive, deliberately scuttle his ship? The weight of financial troubles can push even the most honorable men to desperate actions. He could have staged the scene, making it look like a disaster, and then escaped with his family and crew in the lifeboat. The plan, if true, would have required meticulous planning and nerves of steel. The motive for such an act remained unclear. What could drive a man to abandon his ship and risk everything? The insurance claim for the Mary Celeste was never paid out in full, casting doubt on this theory. The legal battles that ensued only added to the ship's mystique. Yet the possibility of foul play, however unsettling, continued to linger, adding another layer to the enigma. The Mary Celeste remains a ghost ship, her secrets locked away in the depths of history, whispering tales of treachery and mystery to those who dare to listen. With each plausible explanation seemingly hitting a dead end, the mystery of the Mary Celeste sailed into the realm of the unexplained. Could there be forces at work beyond human comprehension, forces that defy logic and reason? Some whispered of sea monsters, colossal creatures lurking in the depths, dragging the crew to a watery grave. Others spoke of alien abductions, beams of light transporting the crew to some distant planet, leaving no trace behind. Tales of the Bermuda Triangle, a region in the North Atlantic known for unexplained maritime disappearances, surfaced. The Mary Celeste, although not sailing within the traditional boundaries of the Bermuda Triangle, became linked to these maritime myths. While these paranormal theories captured the imagination, they offered little in the way of concrete evidence. The lack of any rational explanation, however, kept these fantastical possibilities alive in the public consciousness.